Welcome to JadeCon Gaming, and this is the 8th session of the Shadow Kingdom Dungeons & Dragons campaign. I'm here with Vic, Ryan, Adam, and Nick as Gato, Mother June, Dr. Richter, and Jhank. And
You're Bob.
I don't even know that. It's on the screen.
It's all on the screen.
Stop poking it. It'll pop.
No, I made it pretty secure. It should be fine.
Stop poking it. It'll pop.
But yes, just as the planet is named Bob, so is God.
Understandable. And we last left off with people getting arrested, fighting animals and making enemies, and actually gaining a target for possible monies, which will be nice because this zone is getting real boring for me. We gotta wrap this puppy up. So
start making it easier on us. We're having trouble.
Oh, that's not how this works. I'm just going to mock you for failing.
Just saying, all these NPCs are one accident off the balcony to solving all this problem.
It's like first story, dude. They're just gonna have broken legs.
They landed on their head at an awkward angle.
With a dagger.
in the back of their neck. Suicide. Tragic way to go.
He tripped and fell on that dagger 37 times in his back.
Tragic. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times.
Last time we left off, we were on Sunday morning, and you all are planning your assault, or your day, whatever you're planning.
Mm-hmm.
You're currently planning.
A salty day?
You plan at dawn,
Yes.
so...
We're planning our eventual thievery, murder, robbery, arson.
Yeah, do we have a day for that?
Wednesday.
He gets the money Wednesday, it's gone Friday?
Okay.
Ryan will find it for me. Ryan, search my notes.
But for today, it sounds like I know the feeling. It is great.
Yeah, it says he gets it on Wednesday and holds it for a week, so we have
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. I can't speak today, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be a long session.
Oh, yeah. Thank God we're talking. This is going to be great.
Now, I'm imagining he gets a load of gold, holds it from Wednesday, holds it to the next week, brings that gold back, then gets a different load of gold to bring back to his
That's
shop.
a very good imagination.
The man's just a massive money laundering scheme.
Or perhaps they figured out that this is the Wednesday that he gets it, and who knows when the next time will be.
But anyway, so we'll have our breakfast and then adjourn to our private room.
Yeah.
Well,
we're
we've
in
been
there.
in a private room.
Yeah, we're up here because we're talking about robbing and burning down the place.
Right. Well.
But we also need to give this week's orders.
Yeah. So, well,
What do we have?
let's plan the heist, and then maybe that'll give us a better direction for this week's orders as well.
Mm-hmm, true.
Can this week's orders involve basically figure out a way that'll make this heist go easier?
I mean, you can send Molly on it, but you don't know when she'll have that information.
Yeah. So it might not be before Wednesday.
Alternatively, we can start sending them on figuring out the solution of your adversary in the church.
Or have Molly looking at other influential people here, like the union boss.
You know, I've heard of some of the influence there, but I've not even got to meet the union boss. Have you?
No, I don't know who it is. I just know that there is a union boss, and if we want to control this area, we want to control him.
Yeah. So we'll need to get to either one of those and then deal with the other one afterwards. I mean, we already know who Priscilla is.
Yeah. We sent one of them earlier to get some information on the sewers, correct? Or that someone had mentioned investigating the sewers for possible bases or
check
other
the
stuff.
sewers for labs, which the property that Abbott found has access into sewers that would be able to be turned into labs.
Oh, okay. I also wanted just to know if there's any other people or things living down there that...
No one's investigated it.
Okay. So I'm thinking Jake maybe investigate rumors or knowledge on the sewers under our new place. So we can get that mapped out and, maybe get escape tunnels, or if we have to drive anything else out. Do we want to have Molly investigate Union Boss or double down on this caper and see if she gets anything by Wednesday? Or let's say Thursday night.
Let's actually talk to Molly first about the caper and tell us what she would suggest for having it go successfully as far as being able to steal it. And
I would recommend you sneak in, pick the locks, take the money, and then sneak out without anyone the wiser. Doing anything else draws an awful lot of attention. A man getting robbed will get investigated. A man's house being burnt down is going to get a lot of people looking into it. A man murdered, house burnt down, robbed, and then framing a pillar of the community they're going to drop the hammer. We're going to have to scramble a bit to stay under the radar.
no,
So definitely
that as far as we can go ahead and skip that. I'll need to have you investigate Priscilla at some point to figure out what we can do to unseat her.
Oh, I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking if she's not doing the caper, have her investigate that, her or the Union Boss.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Priscilla.
We might, yeah.
Priscilla first, I'd say.
Yeah, we might be able to find out at least the basics about the Union Boss. I mean, you've already gone out to the fields with some of the guys. You might be able to.
Well, those were just guys and a guy who was willing to pay for a scab.
Yeah, but you might be able to talk to him to get the basics.
I'll talk to the old guys.
Okay. Yeah, because they were the ones complaining.
Yeah, they're in the know.
So
or
they
not
would-
in the know, but at least willing to share a beer and talk some stories. Okay, so
I'm not giving you another tool proficiency if you fuck up. Just saying.
that's
that was
fine.
funny once. You're not going to learn all the card games.
Come on!
So, Molly on that.
Yeah.
What did I think? So Jake, Molly, Steve McQueen.
Steve was last dealing with basically looking into tax law and investigating the Brothers of the Scale.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And what did he bring back? Don't screw the Brothers of the Scale.
Oh, you haven't even asked him yet.
Yeah, it was like we're going over what they brought back from last week.
That they are a semi-governmental they're semi-governmental.
Mhm.
They aren't actually a religious organization per se. It's kind of like you call guards, you call postman, and you call the Brothers of the Scale.
That's just that job title.
They're the Crown's tax collectors.
Yeah, they're
okay.
tax.
They're the IRS.
Okay.
I decided to give them a fun name, but yeah, they're the IRS. They're not necessarily affiliated with any divine being.
They just went with the motif for their tax collecting and stuck with it hard. I can just respect that.
We're themed. Okay.
But they get what? 20% of everything or 25%?
It depends upon the business.
Oh, okay.
And also the deal the business makes with the brother, and also the potential prize money.
Oh.
Higher prize monies have different tax rates.
So they can be negotiated with. It's not a flat tax to everyone on everything.
It's more of a scale.
And have there been instances, and are they bribable individually to overlook some tax stuff, or are they pretty good?
Oh, well, people are people. I would want something a bit more concrete than throwing caution to the wind, giving it a try. That's
Well, no.
fine. We have to find the right people for that.
Yeah. I just wanted to know if there had been stories about them where this disgraced member, had been bribed.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Oh, okay.
People are people. That being said, they
We'll
have
investigate.
a relatively large amount of power to fuck up your life.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So
either work around them or if it's a trait, destroy.
Molly, Steve, maybe even Spartacus. If we succeed in getting the money from the blacksmith, would we be, because it's whatever gold, would we just be able to straight out spend that on buying the building? That'd be too suspicious. Do we need to launder that?
It's in country. I mean, no. A gold coin is a gold coin. There's no serial numbers or anything.
Oh, I thought the gold he was taking was in bar form, not in cash.
Oh, some of it is.
All right,
But people accept gold bars for
And-
the 50 gold that it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's like a $100 bill.
They don't have a marker.
Here's my chunkier, pound of gold.
all right, so we don't have to worry about it being suspicious of where we got the money.
Shouldn't. I mean, if you want, I can go around and exchange it all for coinage or something of that nature. This is Molly speaking.
Yeah.
No, wait, this would be Spartacus. Spartacus is if you want, you just go around and exchange coins.
Perhaps at least some of it, so it's not the exact
Yeah.
number
Yeah,
of bars.
We can at least play with the money a bit, so it's not like a 1-for-1.
Do we know? Well, no. Some of us have a bag of holding now, don't we? I was going to say,
I've always had a bag of holding.
are we going to need like a hand cart to move that amount of gold? But bag of holding should be able to handle it.
Yeah.
I think that's what, like 500 pounds of holding, something like that.
Something like that.
I think he has a bag of holding as well now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I've had one since the start.
Yeah.
It's one of the things I came in with.
I don't think we knew about that.
You probably did.
Yeah.
You may not have not. No.
yeah, it's because he didn't spend his points on stats like a weirdo.
Yeah.
I got the stats I wanted.
But you could have more.
Who
But
is-
higher numbers is not better stats. Some low numbers are good stats. They make for an interesting character.
who is our best?
He has a 7.
See?
Does Richter have knock?
Doubt it.
That doesn't sound like
That doesn't sound like something that's
Also,
divination
isn't that-
or potiony.
Yeah.
Second
Doesn't that
level.
make like a 300-foot sound when you
Yes.
do that?
Yes, it does.
Oh, okay.
Knock is not a subtle spell.
All right.
It's a potion that you have to smash through the glass on.
Who is the best lockpick amongst us?
Golly, I don't have those skills.
Neither do I. I do have these tools, yes. I do have these tools. So it'd be me,
Well, what's your bonus?
4.
Okay, so I'm the best locksmith. All right.
But he has the thieves' tools for you to use.
Yeah.
I don't have these tools. I'm proficient with them. I didn't take that as starting here.
Yeah, buying some picks probably wouldn't be that hard. Hell, Austin could probably ask for it at the horse's head and they would just give him a set.
What for? For not stealing stuff? Probably.
Locked myself out of the wagon. So.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I need tools of the trade, for my job. That
Yeah,
I
it's
do.
like I'm proficient with the tools, but I only got a +2 deck, so +4.
Well, we'll need to get our hands on some then if we want to be quiet and get in.
Yeah.
Are you proficient with these tools?
Yeah, I'm proficient with everything.
Yeah.
Jack of all?
Half.
So you got a +1.
Plus dex.
Yeah, plus dexterity.
So
Unless
Does Jack work on tool proficiencies? It would, wouldn't it?
it works on freaking initiative. Yeah, we'll work on
Yeah.
tool proficiencies.
It was great when I learned that. I was like,
yeah.
Jack of all trades is pretty good.
there's no other way to actually be proficient in that, but it's
Yeah, you're,
ability check, so I guess you are.
yeah. Initiative, counterspell, telekinesis.
Okay, so
Yeah, any ability check.
Mm-hmm.
they are back to Steve. They're the tax collectors. You have to make deals with them. They may be bribable, but we'd have to investigate our individual tax man. What do we want Steve to work on this week?
For law.
Here's the question. Does Molly know if there'll be at least 4,000 gold at that guy's shop?
Mm-hmm.
Because
I mean, I didn't count it.
Yeah.
Is it possible?
Yeah. Is it possible that if we pull this out without fail, just a general bar park, if we could buy the warehouse?
Probably.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll take that for now.
What do we want to designate the warehouse for? Is it just going to be our base and holding quarters for our men in the labs? Or do we want it to be a business?
It'll be the place that we operate out of, but yeah. So we might want to have Steve look into anything related to the business.
Well, it's manufacturing.
Yeah.
Of course, with a alchemist working on potions out of it.
Yeah, we could do that between you and Doomsday.
Yeah.
As far as a legal option, perhaps that would be worthwhile looking into to the guild leader. See if there's some way to get around them on the legal proceedings, if there's any holes, T's not crossed, I's not dotted.
The guild leader?
Union leader.
Union
oh,
leader,
the union
sorry.
leader. Okay.
Oh,
Have
guild
Steve
what?
have Steve investigate the union leader through his legal matters.
Do you want me to investigate the union, or just the leader?
Well, it depends. Do we want to try to replace him or just blackmailing him into doing what we want?
I mean, either so much is the same, and
Just want them on our side, really. I don't mind if it's the same person, if they're...
and
Agreeable.
as far as if we could blackmail him to get it to do what we want, we can replace him later, or we can replace him now, whichever's more convenient.
But I was gonna, if not for that, have him look what legal stuff we have to do to set up. Is that warehouse zone, because they check the zoning for just manufacturing and stuff like that. There's nothing special we have to do to, make potions and stuff out of there. It's not illegal.
Don't blow up the building.
Okay, I look at you to,
I mean, if
Doomsday
you're
and him.
starting a business, I probably need to get your business license and all that squared away. But
Property first.
yeah, I need an address.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be post-buying. Gotcha.
Hmm.
Do we want to manufacture potions at all? That was one of Doomsday's things of making it super cheaper potion,
Yeah,
or
well, of course we want to get into potion manufacturing.
because that could be our legit income source, is being a new alchemist shop manufacturer, and then maybe I haven't seen any around here, but drugs on the side. I haven't.
You keep bringing up drugs.
Yeah, we're not doing drugs.
Oh,
And they're not illegal.
oh, I didn't know they weren't illegal.
You can't sell them in the whorehouses, kind of like booze.
Oh.
There's rules.
Well, I just know drugs are always a good seller. That's why I bring it up.
So we make a drug that's so bad the city bans it, and then use that to rabble-rouse people against the local government.
I mean, if we need something like that at some point.
What is this? A painkiller that's just super highly addictive. Just make morphine.
Just make it really, really bad.
Well, we've already got some legitimate money that we've been making for the going towards the purchase of the property. We can certainly use that as some of the money that we end up using instead of the stolen money.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can hand off whatever the difference is to Spartacus, and he can do some of the money changing for us.
Okay, but back to original question. What do we want Steve to do this week?
Let's see, either investigate the union or kind of secure us legally for the base once we purchase it.
Yeah.
It seemed to be.
I think he just said he needed the address before he could actually file that paperwork.
Well, is there any other legal thing we have to do to buy this building, right after we do so? Are we good?
Oh,
I mean, just you've purchased the building.
Yeah, okay.
But I was thinking more along the lines of not that, but just kind of the legal landscape of operating the business and seeing if there's anybody like competition that we might have to deal with in the area, but that might not even be Steve's bag.
Yeah,
Well,
I know of someone around the area we're probably likely to make friends with that would know exactly how to deal with that.
Yeah, I mean, he certainly knows how to keep his ship running, right?
Yes.
Yeah, well, investigate the union, and we can also have Jhank talk to the old guys to get the basics.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, I want, did we agree to have Jake investigate the sewers under the new base?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that seemed to be what...
Okay, Molly continue investigating, or... No, what did we send Molly on?
To
Priscilla.
investigate Priscilla.
Priscilla. Okay, so Jake. Then, Deste, you're fine. Spartacus, we could have basically work with Deste and Adam to, at least make up a list of things we'll need to run an alchemy shop and house and all that, and just, window shop all the stuff we're going to need for the new base. And have him just get that set up, or at least ballparked.
I mean, I have basic equipment enough that I can carry, but much more as far as setting up a whole base can be large.
Mm-hmm.
And perhaps something that better done personally after there's somewhere to take it and put it. I don't know if that stays in the same mindset or...
That would be at least something that Richter and Doomsday could talk to Spartacus about, so he can start looking into where they might get materials for the potions they'll need.
Mm-hmm. Because, I don't know, or have Spartacus investigate the local potion market, like what do people want, how much are other ones sold for in the area.
For just pure money-making purposes, I think Doomsday's got some ideas, so that could be something that he could work on. Since he's just waiting around, maybe he could look and see what would be a good, stable potion for selling, and then experiment as he pleases.
Okay, so what are you having Deste do?
Well,
Because you've, said 6 different things.
Sorry.
so far, the way that he's put forward to us is we can't tell him what to do until we've gotten him his lab.
Yeah, well, you're asking him to work out a list of things he needs, then work out a list of things the base needs, then you want him and Spartacus to both look into supply chains, then you wanted just Spartacus to look into supply chains. So what are you asking Deste to actually do?
What he needs, because I think he's most likely to agree to doing something personal.
I would say best thing for him to do would just be investigate the potion market.
The Pokemon market.
Yes. The potion market and its supply chain of what would be best sell and where could you buy the ingredients to make that would be a good thing for him to spend his week on.
So you want him to look on both the market and also just check the supply chain.
Let's do market first, supply chain can be later. Because he has to know what is good to make first before we look for ingredients.
Yeah, that makes sense. So we'll have him figure that out, and then after we get the base, he can draft up a list of what his stuff he'll need, since he'll be more knowledgeable about what he's going to be making.
Mm-hmm.
And Spartacus?
Well, he can't do any of that supply chain stuff until Doomsday gets done with what he was doing, so I guess look into where he's going to do the money stuff.
Look into a money changer.
And for Abbott, is there any way we can invest the small money we have to make some more money?
I mean, that was Molly. Excuse me.
Well, like no betting.
I mean, we could do some bets or.
We've learned betting's not the best choice.
Well, we could always bet against you and have you take the fall.
True.
Yeah, you're pretty good at losing.
Hey, most of those people are more powerful than me, and I win a good chunk too.
You win about 50% of your matches.
Yeah. Against more powerful people.
No, you win 50% of your matches.
Yeah.
But you'll have to go to a different place than whatever you're going to yesterday because they didn't have any.
Yeah, no, that place. You have to work up to the high.
There are places that you can invest money in. However, if you invest that money, you're not going to see a return anytime soon.
Yeah.
Right. And we need quick money.
Yeah.
Or at least for now.
So, yeah, I guess when I go down to the thing today, bet against me and I'll take a dive the first round. It won't be a huge return, but because the odds are usually against me, like 2-1 for the other guy. Or what, 100 gold would get you 150?
Yeah, if it was the odds were against you in that.
Mm-hmm.
So, a half return's still not bad.
Yeah.
So, Steve investigated Union, Jake investigating the sewers on her new base, Molly investigated Priscilla, Spartacus looking at money changer, Doomsday into the potions he'll be making, and Abbott help out with gamble.
So you're having Abbott go and gamble money.
It's that one thing he can look for future investments after today.
I mean, if there's one thing we know, it's that Abbott knows how to gamble. Whether or not he's good at it,
Has been proven to not be.
How
Yeah,
good of a actor are you?
pretty good. Like a trained performer. With like a +4 in jaw.
I really feel like we should have began with that.
Yeah, well, I thought I could win. Oh, we have learned differently. Therefore, me losing won't raise any eyebrows.
Well, bad luck.
Yeah.
Well, at least we've got an excuse. Hey, I bet money on that guy and he lost me. I'm betting against him. He's just going to lose again.
Okay.
That's all 6 of them.
Yep.
That's everybody.
And break. How much is our party fund currently, and how much do we want to bet?
1,105 gold.
Yeah.
I know the hard limit's 200 at our gambling establishments, but
Then just do 200.
yeah. So that would get us back 300. So
Yeah, if you get bad odds.
yeah, we'll go down there, see what matches I can do. Throw the first one, and if I get another one, I'll try. It's like, don't bet on that one. I'll just be going for purse. Because I am currently a gamble, unless I'm throwing.
yeah, I'm guaranteed to win. I promise.
That was very convincing.
You
So then I guess that goes to us. So you'll be doing the gambling stuff for today. Are you going to go and do alchemy work?
if she needs more help, I'll keep helping.
So does the guy not have the gold until Wednesday, or does he already have it and we need to go get him now?
Wednesday, so we're going to
Yeah, 'cause
plan to
it's
strike on
Sunday,
Thursday.
yeah, this is Sunday morning.
Okay, so he doesn't have it yet.
No.
Okay.
And of course she'll need help. It's Sunday. The races are today.
Well, I know for a lot of leading up she was preparing potions to be ready for today. I don't know if what she does today will actually require help.
Well,
but I will find out.
yes.
June? Well, would you be able to go and get us some thieves' tools?
I mean, probably.
As far as what I'm going to be doing, I'll probably end up splitting half my time between doing work here at the end as a musician, and then the other half doing my charity work.
Okay. Okay. Break.
Alright, I guess you and Adam are heading off at kind of the same direction.
Yeah.
So I'll start with both of you.
Oh.
So you, Adam, and Abbott are wandering through the streets. You see, a good bit of excitement. People are walking kind of the same direction as you, and as you walk along, excuse me, goodness gracious.
I said, crap. Abbott, do they have fights on Sunday?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know with the races if anyone would bother.
I mean, it's usually later in the day, but yeah, people still go to the bar.
Okay. So,
Not everyone's into watching the horses run in circles.
Okay.
Plus, I don't think there's an execution today, so.
Gotcha.
So as you continue wandering off, Adam, you get to the circle.
Mm-hmm.
You and Adam split off, so we're going to pick up with you in a second. So yeah, Adam, you're at the circle, and Jhank and Abbott have split off.
Okay. So I'm gonna go see if needle and thread, whatever it is, it's something else.
Needle and scalpel.
Needle and scalpel, sure. I'm gonna see if she's in, and if so, if she's needing help today.
Okay, you walk up to the storefront, and it is closed and locked, and there's a sign saying that she is currently engaged at the racetrack and will be back once the races are over. That being said, everyone's favorite food vendor is doing a brisk business, and whatever he's making smells magnificent.
Of course. Oh, as expected. They charge admission for
Yes.
medicine. I'm just gonna hang around the outside, walk the thing, be observant.
Excellent. I'm going to go ahead and need you to roll a perception check.
That's not gonna help too much. 9.
Okay. Go ahead and remove 10 gold from your total. You
I'm
have been
trying-
pickpocketed.
I'm trying to get more money.
I know, it sucks.
Literally said I'm being observant.
I know when you failed a perception check.
Do I notice other things then while I'm not?
You were paying so attention to other things, you didn't catch that guy picking your pocket.
You got distracted because there was some nature of bodybuilder exhibition going on out front.
Do I find out information like where I might find those guys later? Because they could be useful.
Sure, go do a persuasion check to try to get some addresses and phone numbers.
Like not necessarily like home. I'm looking more like, like their gym that they hang out at.
Yeah, there are advertising for that.
Then that's more what I'm looking for. I take note of where that is.
It's the Arnie Bulging Muscles Botanical Gym.
Botanical.
We are very into all natural supplements.
Hey man, depending on your definition, everything's all natural. At a certain point.
As we break this down into a chemical formula,
did you summon it with
recombine
magic? Then it's natural.
If you really think about it, chemistry is just a skill that you acquire as a person, so it's perfectly natural.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I wait until the races sound like they're ending to go see if she needs help with.
Okay, so you're going to be there for most of the afternoon.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm just imagining making, medicine with a large hadron collider. It's all natural as I slam these individual particles together.
Sure, I sold my soul for drugs, but I assure you that parchment was locally sourced.
Alright, so yes, Nick and Abbott wander off into the arena. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and have you go through and describe what you do in your first fight.
Okay,
You're up against a
I asked Abbott before we go, it's like, my thing's been getting stale, I want to try new things. Like, can we swing by the weapons district first, or?
I mean, if you've got money to buy a weapon.
Yeah, I have some gold.
Sure.
Yeah. I go pick up some hand axes.
Okay.
Yeah, like 3 of them.
I'm not even sure as to the price of hand axes. This is upside down.
5 gold.
Alright, so they charge you 10 gold a hand axe. Unless you want to argue down that price.
I mean, sure. Is that a persuasion?
Yep.
Finally getting a ranged weapon for your fights.
Yeah.
They start you apart.
Literally, before he's trying to lose, he gets the.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll make it look like I'm trying as I miss those throws.
Until you crit somebody right in the face and everyone loses their money anyway.
21.
Okay. Yeah, you can get them for 5 gold piece.
Okay.
Adam, you knew when I grabbed that friggin' one that it didn't have the right information in it.
Oh, I don't know which one's which.
Well, we barely ever use those things.
Yeah. I could tell you it's the one that starts at the beginning, not the one that starts at the spells.
Yeah, this is all spells. These are less useful than you'd think.
Well, they're also, you have a bound copy off to your right.
Yeah, but that's bound to get me into trouble.
That was a pun.
Mm-hmm. The humor you can understand.
One time, just for fun, I sent 10 puns to 10 friends to see if any of them got a laugh. Unfortunately, no pun intended.
Yes.
Nice.
I'll just see myself out.
It's like, pick those up, go in, start a battle. It's like, pull it up, do my usual performance to pump up the crowd. You want me to roll that?
Yeah, go for it.
Natural 1! I'm having an off day, so that is 7.
You go to pump up the crowd, and you just absolutely do a butt flapper, a true ripper. And it seems like the circle of the arena of the pit amplified it.
Hello, crowd.
I'm not feeling
Just
well.
waving the little axe.
Just, oh god. Just an absolute butt flapper of one. Alright, and, okay, so you're going to go into the match. You're up against a dwarven fighter again.
Mm-hmm.
Different one, but yes.
Yeah. Go ahead, take the axes. I wait for him to come to me. I toss them a little to the left, a little to the right, and one in front of him as he's coming. Get up to me. I'll go big, but I'll just keep swinging the hammer, but aiming for his shield, and just clinking off his armor. I'm trying not to use my powers on him, so
Okay.
it's like, yeah.
And I'm going to need you to roll a deception check.
Okay. Not a performance.
No, you're lying.
Yeah. 18. Do I have perception? No. So 18.
Okay.
And then eventually I assume he'll bring me down with the axe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Getting hit with an axe hurts.
Yeah.
And,
It's like I'll still do, my second wind and stuff like that, and an extra attack, and
Drag this fight out.
yeah, try and hit him at least.
Punch him while
once.
stomping your foot.
Yeah, hit him at least once or twice. Like, okay, I've been missing these. I'm actually trying this swing. I doubt I can down him in one shot.
okay.
And then I lose.
Yep. So people are cursing and booing and hear a couple mutterings, but not much. And, yeah.
You sold it pretty good.
Yeah, if anyone asks, I was told at the other place I was a boring one-trick pony, so I was trying to get by on just my fighting skills.
So you're now up. So you put in 200, you get yeah, so you're now up to, there you go, 1,205 gold.
Okay.
And the party funds, and Abbott just kind of leaves.
Yeah. I'll stick around and see if there's any more matches.
Oh, no, you're barred. You did not roll a high enough deception. They caught you cheating.
Yeah.
They paid everyone out because the crowd didn't really notice.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't. They barred you. You can't fight there anymore.
Like, I do try to explain. It's like the other place said I was one-trick pony. I was trying not to just stun everyone and lock them in chains.
Yeah.
I even tried to bring up a new thing.
Yep, they don't believe you.
No.
You did not succeed on your roll.
We got 10 more gold in party funds. So I got 12.15.
Alright. You might have put money in there that I did not document. Okay, 12.15. Whatever.
That's where we're at.
Because I know what the comment is. Yeah, I feel like Ryan is more likely to keep better track of this than me.
Well, the thing also is sometimes people say stuff and they're like talking over each other, and I don't hear it, but Ryan is better at parsing through multiple conversations at the same time than I am.
Yeah.
Plus, it's 10 gold. If he was gonna lie, he'd do a better one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be mad. I'd be disappointed.
Yeah, it was like 300 gold.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll head back, then I'll go to the old guys later in the day.
Gilded. Oh, I forgot to take off taxes.
I feel like whenever we try and go take over that district, it's going to come back and bite us.
What, the fighting district?
Whatever district that fighting pit is in, I don't think they're all in the same.
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and say taxes come out ahead of time now because I'm really tired of mathing. So,
Makes sense.
yeah. But I'm just going to start removing taxes off the rip because I don't feel like dealing with it.
Yeah, sure.
I can understand not feeling like dealing with taxes. I'm very sympathetic with this idea.
Hey man, I love taxes. I love knowing that I help pay for roads.
I like knowing I help pay for bombs.
It absolves me of all other social responsibility. I paid my taxes.
You must be a good person.
Absolutely.
I'm a good person. I pay my taxes.
Yeah, I must be a good person. I paid my taxes.
Does A somehow equal B?
It's from an old campaign I ran where it was a evil campaign.
Oh.
No, actually it was a good campaign, but it was like the premise of it was that in the conflict between good and evil, good has lost like 10 times in a row. So these are the gods' actual champions going out into the world, and there was someone who kept reading minds, and like usually people are like, I'm a good person, I pay my taxes.
Yeah,
was
that's how you measure it.
Yeah, was like the measure of what good was do you actually pay your taxes? It was a lawful evil society.
Yeah, I pay my taxes.
I'm a good person, I pay my taxes.
No, there's literally a radio commercial that says that.
I
I'm a
know.
good person, I pay my taxes, and it makes me laugh every time I hear it. I'm like, if that's your bar.
Yeah, I don't think you were a part of that. It was the last time I attempted to run a campaign. It lasted like 2 sessions.
Yeah.
And then I gave up
It was.
because it was bad.
I wasn't part of that game. I heard about the game. It's actually why I was like, really? You're going to run a game?
Yeah, it was really bad. It was a good premise with no prep work. So, yeah, it was bad.
Oh, you had heavy prep work in this one?
I had a few years, yeah.
Squeeze the creative juices out.
Yeah.
So, our other gentleman.
Yes, let's go to Gato.
I go to the horse's head.
Yep.
And I gamble on horse races.
Okay. Odds you're looking at? What do you do you just like
How
go?
many races are there?
There is 5 races, and there's like 15 races, and the like odds go from like 2 for 1 up to 16 and 1.
Then I'm going to bet 5 gold a race, and I'm going to put all that on the best odds every time.
On the 16 to 1 every time.
Everyone.
Okay.
It's 15 races, right?
Yeah.
If I get 1, I've made back more than I lost.
That sounds like gambler thought. Yeah.
I can't lose.
Except if they all lose.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you got 16 to 1 on the first race.
Yeah. I can't
That just
lose.
encouraged. Now, do you only put 5 gold on the rest of them after that?
Yeah, you keep at it. I'll just come in with that idea.
Was
Like,
that
go tell the guy to
5,
take my bet. I'm
15?
like, see, I worked out a system.
75? That's 75 minus, then.
12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, you only won the first one.
And so what does it pay out?
It's so 5 gold, so it's 5 times 16. And then...
There's
80. So you get 5 gold.
Bam! And that's how you make a profit, boys.
The sad part is, the first time you do it, half the freaking bar joins in and bets with you.
Yeah!
I got a system! You have no system!
Everyone at the end, how did that not work? Well, you didn't start from the beginning for the odds to work.
Yeah.
You missed out on one of the races.
Yes, if you did it, you would come out even. If only one of those hit and you only bet on this many.
I spend that 5 gold on drinks.
Just for you?
Buy them, spread it around.
Okay.
Some people are sore about losing money.
That's very kind of you.
I make sure to tell everyone, remember, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but you always can drink.
You can always bet on one thing, the drinks. We'll get you there. Okay, so Mother June, performance check for the first half of the day.
Alright.
That hour by hour, so 4?
No, it's 4 hour. She gets 1 performance. Good lord, 1 performance check every 4 hours.
You were drinking before you came here, weren't you?
I was napping. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Are you still napping?
It might be. Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
19.
Oh, very nice. All right, I'm gonna up your die roll. I mean, it didn't help, but I did up it.
Yeah.
So you get 7 gold plus another 2 from the house for the first half of your day.
Okay.
And that's... So you get done with that around 2-ish, and then you can go do your charity work, which... yeah, we'll just continue through, then we're going to bounce back to Adam.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go out and do charity work after doing some musician work.
Yeah. That's, I believe, persuasion checks? Yeah.
Okay.
So you're trying to up the people's opinion of you, correct?
Right. Because I got whatever the people the people in the area that I was working with, so that they weren't mad at me. So I got to move on to dealing with new people, so I can try to.
So, but you're still sticking in this zone, or are you moving to a different zone?
Oh no! I'll still stick in this zone, but I guess I'll just interact with different people who might still not like me in this zone.
So you're walking around chit-chatting?
chit-chatting or helping people out with whatever I can.
See an old lady with groceries, go help her.
Yeah, assisting people how I can.
Okay, as you're like wandering around, you notice that most people are kind of starting to filter in back from the races, and they seem to be like doing kind of barbecue stuff. They're going they're like kind of gathering together in groups of friends or by the block, and they're kind of doing a barbecue and celebrating or lamenting losses or wins and talking about the races and the horses and the jockeys, and they're like a bunch of sports nuts basically. It's almost like an after game tailgate kind of vibe going on. They're having a bit of a party.
Okay.
Get yourself invited to a party and hang out and chat with people.
Yeah, I'll go and get something. I'll have to either figure out a place where I can cook something or a place that I can just go and buy something so I can bring it to the party.
Get a mini cake from the Red Horse.
You can get. They do have things to sell at the Red Horse.
Sure, I'll go and grab something that would be like a party favor.
Jeff runs up to you and goes, "You want me to carry it for you? I could help you out."
Sure.
Jeff knows leaving the thing means he doesn't have to work. And
Hey, Dad, I gotta go do a delivery.
All right, come on, Jeff.
As Jeff skips out on the rest of his day.
Well, remember, she said, "Come on, Jeff." He now has to do the line. That's not my name.
I mean, he kind of mutters it. That's not my name.
But does that trigger the will check in Ryan?
Nah, Jeff. Mama June's been here since you was born.
Yeah, sure. That's a good point. Go ahead and do a will check for Ryan.
Okay. Will check.
Because Ryan's the only one who's hung out with Jeff.
15.
You inform him that you have in fact been here since he was born. And that
you know his name.
And that is his name. Good old Jeff. Don't worry, you'll hear a lot more of that as he goes to the party. Everyone goes, "Jeff, you got off work."
If anything, I feel like having Jeff with you is probably the better way to get yourself invited to the party.
Well, she's bringing free booze, so...
there's like alcohol in there. You got like a couple bottles of mead kind of stuff. There's some nice little cakes that the innkeep's wife makes. They're little carrot cakes. They're really good.
Alrighty. Well, I'll go ahead and do that and bring that to a party so I can have let people enjoy it. And
Yeah, you have a great time. Do you do a whole bunch of preaching or just like a...
No, I'm just trying to be friendly with folks. And
Okay. You do hear quite a bit of, "It's not my name!" with lots of people assuring him that they have in fact seen that boy born. And occasionally, one or two of them looking kind of confused.
I'll have to talk to Doomsday to see what maybe he can do something. But yeah, no, I schmooze and hang out with people and try to make friendly.
Okay. And that's your day, so let's go to Adam. So yes, Adam, about 4 or 5. You see the owner of the Needle and Scalpel kind of dragging her butt in.
Yeah, I just sort of stop by and ask if she needs any help today, or better just come back tomorrow.
Today. Honestly, Pete, thank you for coming in and helping with all those potions. I used all of them today on the horses. Yeah, if you want to come in next week and help me get a stockpile, that really helped out.
Wonderful. Sure, I have at least a few days available to come by and assist, and
Sure, if you want to get something to eat, I'm starving.
I have nothing else to do this evening. That'd be pleasant.
Excellent. She leads you over to the food stand.
Yeah.
And it's like almost 2 gold today.
Okay.
And she pays for it.
Oh, that's nice.
And she's like, "Oh, you're a good employee." There are no romantic overtones to this. It was literally just a boss taking care of her employee who came to check on her on a day that she did not ask him to.
She hasn't asked me to any of them. It's really just been...
Yeah, it's really nice stuffed Cornish game hens. It's stuffed with like almost a jalapeno cornmeal thing. Almost like a cornmeal stuffing. It's amazing.
I need you to cook for us. You don't cook for us enough, Bob. You have all these wonderful ideas.
Usually when I cook, Nick bitches up a storm that's too spicy.
Yeah, well, we're not Nick.
The only time Nick doesn't complain is when I decide that I'm doing Sunday breakfast and there's food. So yeah, that's pretty much your day.
Yeah.
Guys pick up a nice bottle of wine, do a little people watching. She introduces you to a couple of horses as they go by, that kind of thing. And, one big, absolutely beautiful red just comes by and just like... Mephistopheles over here is one who benefited most from your potions today. He broke both of his legs. He seems to be walking fine on them. He gives you a little nuzzle.
Well, I'm glad I've done well.
And as you're usually an admirer of the human form, that horse is beautifully built. I mean, all of them are, but this one, it's like a good 16 to 17
That's just a bit above my mindset of, I mean, could I mix up horses? I mean, I guess technically I could combine different horses.
No, you can tell. That's a human trapezius right there in his leg. Somebody's been doing shenanigans.
Yeah. As like someone who's knowledgeable of like musculatures and how it connects to the skeletons, you can tell this is a good horse.
If it didn't suck so bad and break 2 of its legs during a race.
It won the first race. It was like not even scheduled to win.
And
Not even scheduled.
Not even thought to win. It was
Not even scheduled.
It was a nice 16-1 bet against this horse winning.
I love the idea of learning that and like, oh.
Yeah, no, she doesn't say scheduled. I said scheduled.
I know.
Not even thought they would win, but it won that first race. Unfortunately, it ran so hard, just broke both of its legs.
Now I'm trying to imagine this
after
beautiful
one.
horse having 16-1 odds against it. Like, people know something's wrong with it. It's like, that
rider.
horse is gonna lose.
It's the rider.
Oh, okay.
You have to remember, their horses aren't running unattended.
Oh, okay.
The
Go,
jockeys,
horses, go!
yeah, the jockey's a bit garbage.
But his daddy had money and he wanted the best horse.
Oh, jockeys usually don't own the horses. They just ride them.
Sorry, I don't know sports.
Then whoever
I don't know if horse racing is sports per se.
Yeah, it's sports enough.
Either way, it's highfalutin.
It's up there with sports like those
It's some
golf and what is that?
Pool.
I don't know sports.
Bowling?
I don't know sports.
There we go.
I know Quidditch.
I thought you didn't know sports.
Really, to be fair, my Quidditch is pretty rusty. It's been a while since I've listened to the books.
What about the real world version? You ever watch that?
No, that seems stupid.
Is it because it's a sport?
No, it's because it's Quidditch, but there aren't actual flying broomsticks. When we can come up with the technology to make actual flying broomsticks, I will probably watch that.
You're an elitist. So that's your day. Nick, you still have some day left after you've been barred from fighting for cheating.
Yes. I'm thinking as I'm going back, I wonder if that's going to extend everywhere. They're probably going to tell people that might be my money-making thing up. But anyways, go to the, not Horse's Head, not Red Horse, but the third bar.
The Ragged Pony?
The one we met Abbott in.
Ragged Pony?
That's
Okay.
yeah. I thought you meant Abbott at the Horse's Head.
No.
No, that's
That was
Gang Bar.
Gang Bar.
Yeah, he was.
No.
I think he was in the one that Austin always hangs out in because that's when they were
Yeah,
betting
because
in.
that's where the betting was.
No, because we went there the first night, and it was an upper scale establishment, and we went on a Wednesday looking for Abbott, and that's where I met the old guys. They're over in the Union area.
Yeah, but they were at the Horse's Head because that's where the betting was.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was called the Ragged Horse. It had dice games and occasionally has horse red baiting. That horse race betting.
Okay. So yeah, you weren't at the horse's head, you were at the Ragged Horse. This is really all Vic's fault when you think about it.
Yeah, try not to think about it.
So those are definitely two separate bars.
Yeah, okay, so you go to the Ragged Horse.
Yes.
Vic's there.
Wait,
He's buying drinks.
their entire gangs set off the horse's head of, little coins with horse heads.
Huh?
Isn't that their gang insignia?
Yeah, but there's not betting at that horse's head, so he's not there. He's at the Ragged Horse.
Oh, okay. Austin went to a different bar today. Gotcha.
Yes.
I thought there was betting at the gang bar, but if not, then I'm going to the bar that has betting.
Yeah, I thought there was betting at the gang bar too. We were both wrong. But it's Nick's fault.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm at the place where there was betting, and I'm drinking, and if you're there...
Yeah, you wander in.
Yeah. Not to you.
I won big!
Good. How much did you make?
Well, I spent it all. So I don't have any more money.
So you're out of money. Okay, gotcha. I'll look and see if the old dudes are here or if it's too rowdy tonight.
No, they're there. They're just like not really playing a game. They have like 7 empty drinks in front of them.
Yeah, I'll settle up with them and get them talking. They're
They're
drunk.
like, they go, there's a guy up there who'll buy you a drink.
Yeah. He was a big one, too.
He's a big boy. But he knows how to respect his elder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'll just chat with them and anyone else in the bar in the evening.
You don't get a lot of useful information. They're all pretty drunk.
Yeah. Well, then I'm just hanging out having fun.
It's all Austin's fault if you think about it.
I also take part in the free drinks.
You know who I'm making
No,
friends
he
with?
just said he was out of money.
You know who I'm making friends with? The bartender.
Oh yeah, bartender thinks you're great. You tipped him like a bunch of money already.
Yeah.
You convinced a whole bunch of other people that they were not tipping enough through your generosity.
Yeah. All this money I
not
totally
how you
earned
tip.
on my own.
So, that's the end of my day then. Just hanging out, having fun.
Okay. So you and Gato stagger home
Mhm.
around midnight or so. Ryan has a good time with Jep and the families. You're back at the inn around like 8 or 9, around a little bit past sundown. Adam, you get
Do
back.
I actually see them come in?
It depends. Are you
Hanging out at my window.
Would you be still there by like 1?
Yeah, I figured your window time was like 8 to 10 or 11.
No, I'd probably have had an explosion, got real pissed off. Probably be moping.
Okay, so you're moping. All right,
So upset about my money being gone.
so
So I figure that's about the time that
you realize
that I figure it out.
I'm around. So yeah, you guys get back to the inn and you all go to sleep. Gato has to kick Abbott out of his bed or cuddle up with him. Choice is yours.
Mhm.
I feel the choice he makes is he doesn't pay attention.
If you're asking about the freaking thieves' tools, I remembered. I just forgot about them on purpose because I was drinking.
No, not that. We're trying to figure out Abbott's in your bed. Do you do anything or do you just snuggle up with him?
Ah, no, yeah. If Abbott's there, yeah. I don't kick him off. If he doesn't wake up when I get in the bed, he just stays there.
I mean, he's used to sleeping with the Goliath wife.
And that's fine. He's like a little plush doll.
You're like, this is mine now.
He wakes up in the middle of the night. Oh no.
Oh, he gonna be so mad.
Better if he woke up thinking it was his wife and being so big. Oh no, he's gonna be so mad.
Oh no, I'm in danger.
Little Spoon Abbott.
So y'all wake up in the morning.
Note that down for title. accountants.
Ah, yes, of course.
Okay. Okay, I already did that. I need to find today's. Okay, so yeah.
S Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot to give all of my rolls, so.
That's going.
Oh, for the what's her
For
faces?
lieutenants.
Yeah, all the NPCs and the tasks.
You actively keep track of what they're doing. It's
Yes,
gotta be
and
frustrating.
how likely they are to actually succeed. Alright. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, they're a big part of our metagame, so it's
Yeah.
important.
What? For goodness gracious. I'm over here, like, putting paragraphs in because I'm using tab to go, try to use tab to go down lines. Like, this is not the correct format for that. Whoop, that is, there we go. Let's get in the right roll. Stop it!
You look like a crazy person when you're yelling at your word processing program.
I'm literally yelling at my hands. It's worse than you think. Okay. So, all of your lieutenants have things to do except for Abbott, who was just helping Nick that one day.
Yeah.
Gato, what do you tell him to do when you wake up?
I mean, if he's up before me, then I don't care. If I'm up first, I just get out of bed.
He's up before you, but he doesn't wake you.
Does he leave or just...
Just quick hand job, gets out. No, he gets out without waking you. So, no.
Yeah, no problem.
So, yeah.
Don't make it weird.
As far as what Abby could do, I just would suggest looking into money-making opportunities, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
He suggests that we could have, we could have Jhank throw another match. That was awesome. It made us a good bit of money. That's a good way that we could start doing it.
That would work, but they kicked me out.
Oh.
Yeah, that happens. Right now I'm trying to decide if they're going to tell everyone, and I can't, pit fight anymore.
They're going to be mad. They're going to tell everyone.
Yeah, figured. I don't know. I'm going to go with Gato today, see if I can pick up some work for that other gang.
Okay. So...
No, you weren't going to attempt to catch the sober old man?
Well, that can be this evening.
Oh.
I'm going to go have Gato try to introduce me to the thing as a slightly soberer, more, less insane muscle. And then we'll just stay there till the evening, then head out to the other bar.
I don't know. If that's the case, I don't know. Abbott, are you able to get any auction work? Since you were good at doing that.
I mean, I usually just worked on Sunday for
for the bets.
the bets, and I work the rest of the time in the blacksmithy with my wife.
Right.
Have you talked to her since you moved out?
Oh no.
You didn't get the reason he moved out, did you?
I didn't so much move out as ran away.
Hmm.
She's real big.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I liked about her at the beginning, and now it terrifies me.
We can deal with this remotely later. Hopefully.
Yeah. Or we can just ignore the problem entirely.
I mean, I love my wife, but
You're just scared of her.
you would be too.
I mean, it was loss of money.
A bit.
I'm just thinking.
Didn't Gato rob you?
That's not exactly how I remember it.
He owed that money.
Oh, okay.
That's a bit closer how I remember it.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say you're a man of debt. Do you know any other folks that would be in your similar boat? Maybe.
Oh yeah, loan sharking.
Let do some mercery.
It's like anybody else who you shared a drink with, lamenting the amount of money that you owed somebody else.
didn't really talk about it much because most of the time I was, people would have told. I suppose I could reach out some feelers and see if I can find anyone.
Good enough. Say that if you can find out who might owe somebody else some money, maybe we could help them out with the collection.
Wait, taking on who they owe money to, or just beating them up and then returning the money to some third party?
Or loaning them money.
Yeah. At a less exorbitant rate and loan sharking against someone other loan shark.
Oh, I don't want to get mixed up with doing handing out our own money right now.
So you want me to ask around to find people for them to beat up and take their money and give it to the people they owe it to?
Yeah, I'm not seeing your plan here, Ryan. You've lost us someplace.
Yeah.
I think perhaps what you're looking around for is people who others owe money to that might want to hire, I don't know, Gato? Perhaps if Jhank learns how to fight, they would hire one
Jake
of them.
is just like turning red, sitting like this, trying not to laugh.
I guess we could look in for people who owe money who might want protection services.
But then we'd actually have to fight people. And evidently, I'm not very good at that.
Yeah, but
I mean, objectively, you really should be better than me.
No. Objectively, I could take, probably all of you. You're not spec for combat, and I kind of am. And you don't even have your actual class combo yet, so you
I'm
have
just
nothing.
saying, if you keep it up, I'm going to start calling you War.
Always threat to fight, never actually get to be in a fight.
You only exist to prove how bad the enemies are.
Yes.
they defeated Jhank.
They must be skilled.
But yeah. Well, say we'd have whatever the three of you, because we'd have you, Jhank, and Gato, who could...
Yeah, but this is also getting paid for protection to people who already owe money and don't have money.
I believe the last situation with this, where this came up, they had money. They weren't giving it.
I didn't have money. That was my wife's.
Yeah,
The money
People with wives!
yeah, you never squeeze money out of the debtor. You squeeze the money out of the debtor's family.
hence why I'm going to the horse's head to try to get some jobs like that.
The debtors don't have money.
Yeah. Pay us or we're going to break your father's legs.
No, I've got an idea for Abbott. And since he's our finances guy, go ahead and find out the businesses that would be profitable in the area for us to take over later.
I can do that. Okay, good.
I don't know, joining this other king, if we ever actually get powerful enough, just, recruit them and have them operate independently as a subsidiary.
Like, come on, guys, we're bigger. Just change the flag.
I mean, there's at least the thought towards the whatever one he's been working with it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just, okay, you guys work for us now, but not much is going to change. You'll still have your own management, and you just work under us now.
That's easy enough. You got clans and then you got families.
Mm-hmm. So we haven't decided if we're going to theme our gang at all, or are we just going to be the Church of...
Molly just goes, zoot zoot.
I was actually... Well, we're not there yet.
No.
Since...
Just plan for the future.
Yeah, we're pretty have to stay plain clothes until we actually get a foothold someplace.
Mm-hmm.
But I was planning on basically going full like Protectorate of Menoth style.
I don't know what that means.
Menoth.
But Nick does.
Yeah. So just some bright yellows and
Well, we'd have our own color scheme, but
yeah. Just be a very religious affiliated psychopaths.
yeah.
So just the children of Renette, is that yours?
Yeah, Renette is the goddess. That
The question was literally, am I remembering yours or am I remembering your rivals? Wasn't that the question you just asked?
Yep.
I appreciated it. I was like, is that yours? I don't remember.
They're gonna be the yellowish ones.
What?
He's flipping through there for the Protectorate. Like white and gold, I think.
Oh God, it's a Warhammer thing.
Yeah.
No.
It's a war machine thing.
Is that not affiliated with Warhammer?
No.
Oh God, it's a War Machine thing.
You like that game. You liked the character you played in that game.
Yes, I did. He was hilarious.
Well, yeah, he was our. Got to plan out the thing, and then.
Just trying to one up
one up
the paranoid antagonist of the series.
One up your plan by one upping your plan.
Well, I mean, it's a bad place to not be paranoid. That's a bad universe to live in without paranoia.
Yeah. Especially with how deadly that place was.
This is probably an easier way to do it. The Codex.
See, all white and gold. And with magenta accents?
Yeah. They're the cleric warriors.
So white and gold and red. Nice.
Yeah.
So
basically,
Magenta.
no, going.
You're walking home for that.
It was a lighter, ruddier red.
Oh, is that magenta? Guy card, give it.
I don't have one of those.
What is that?
You're artsy fartsy. You never had one either.
Never heard of it.
yeah, I don't know if we want to shop names, so we could call ourselves whatever. Like,
How about the Shadow Kingdom?
No.
that's,
Molly brings up that she's pretty sure that's the name of a book.
It's a good book.
History.
I don't know. Would it be too much if we called it the House of Mouse?
Just get sued.
You're kidding, Disney. You're so joking. Jesus Christ, I'm pretty sure they have assassins now. Stop it.
Well, it's been a good run while it lasted, guys.
Is Mickey Mouse gonna have to slap a bitch? Where's my money?
Austin has it.
Austin has no money. Haven't you ever heard him?
Yeah, we've established this. I don't have any money.
He does. Just look harder.
So break for the day?
Huh?
As in, go off and do our things for the day.
Well, you guys were discussing naming of the guild, so I guess you can have no input in that. That's fine.
Well, I just meant that's something to think about going forward. We didn't have to continue that conversation if we wanted to move
Molly
on.
just kind of goes, "Can we not do a horse motif?"
yeah. No, I was going for a fire motif for sure.
Fair. I always was partial to gears myself, but that's just me.
Dismembered body parts? No?
I think, yeah.
Jake's just like, he's like, I can see it. The severed hand, I can see it.
Well, those would just be called paws, and paws aren't very threatening.
No.
No, paws are from animals.
I'll think about it.
Yeah. Flaming gears.
Molly's explained to Spartacus what a zoot suit is, and
I wear it all the time.
it's like, he's not opposed. He's like, they look clean, not yours.
You're
Well,
allowed
you
to fix
can-
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not yours. Yours
feel
looks
free to clean it. It's
absolutely filthy.
Remember, you have the right to just fix that.
I don't think I even want to touch him.
That's up to you.
Well, I'll go change into my normal stuff, and you can just hit the zoot suit.
I'll take it to a cleaner if you'd like.
Okay. I go get changed.
I love that
into
he
my-
has the ability to just magically clean it. He's like, nope.
And I leave it with Spartacus, and then head off for my day.
You see, as you walk off, you see Jep running up with like grease paper, butcher's paper with twine or something, and Barker's gonna just put that there. And he starts folding it and putting it into the package, and going, anything else for the cleaners?
Have a second.
Yeah, I know I had a zoot suit and a set of normal clothes. I don't know if I have any other clothes.
Probably not.
Yeah.
If you didn't buy them.
Yeah, if you didn't buy them, no, you don't.
Yeah.
That suit's pretty filthy and gross,
Yeah.
and also cut up and damaged.
Which is also, it's
Well,
pretty standard. Oh, you with the fights. Yeah, no, you're just...
Oh no, I wouldn't have been wearing the zoot suit set in the fights. I would have been wearing this adventuring gear. That's
Unfortunately, you said you were always wearing it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Your zoot suit is relatively trashed,
my clothes are trash.
which is why he looked at it and went, I'll take it to a cleaner mender.
Oh, okay.
Is anyone else giving him anything to take?
literally have what I'm wearing.
Yep, I don't got anything.
No,
if you say that, he just kind of goes, I have a tailor.
Nah, I mean, who needs more than one set of clothes? These are fine.
As I hear this down the hall, I poke my head. I at least have 2 pairs of clothes. I point at all of you and leave.
He has literally double the amount of clothes I do. It's such a
The
waste.
size is pretty particular. It has to fit me in 2 different forms.
You just look like a lanky freak in your normal form.
Yeah,
You
no,
haven't-
it's like just a little baggy. It's like it makes me it pushes towards the less kept appearance in the normal form to then fit properly as it.
He wraps up Nick's zoot suit, and Molly just kind of goes, so you said, as they're walking out, you just hear her say, so you say you know a tailor, as him and Molly wander off.
Oh,
And he
Since
takes
it's-
money out of the party fund. He's going to take 2 gold out of the party fund.
He knows a guy.
He knows the guy.
I also wanted to make sure I left before he tried to ask me for money. It's like, that can come out the party fund.
Well, I mean, you torpedoed your ability to make money, so...
Yeah, I did. And realistically, it was a horrible decision for like 100 gold.
Mm-hmm.
You got that early. You got that quick payout though.
Mm-hmm. But now I'm going to do illegal work with you.
say, is Doomstayer around today in the morning? I wonder.
Yeah. You're
Okay.
giving him free breakfast. He shows up every morning.
Alright.
Very reliably.
I wanted to ask him the question, when we finally get your lab set up and running, I was wondering if he would be capable of making a potion that would be able to remove a curse.
I mean, should be capable.
Alright.
I'll look into it. I've never really tried before. Usually you just send them off to the cleric and have them take care of it.
Okay. It was just...
There should be one in the area who can do it.
Yeah. Well...
I think you're having Molly look into her.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, we'll that's something for later.
As he's leaning back and he's just having a cup of coffee.
Right.
Good for him.
So, on to our Monday. So we got 2 days left.
Well, I
Do-
think
do
we
you-
would hit on Thursday if the money's coming in on Wednesday.
Oh yeah. Do I need to hand money off to you to buy thieves' tools, or do you got it still?
I should be fine.
Okay.
After all, he's the big winner.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I bet. Yeah, won a big 16-1 yesterday.
That you immediately spent on getting everyone drunk.
No, that he immediately spent on losing the next 14 races.
And
Oh.
then getting everything.
Yeah. It was all profit.
Basically, I didn't have to pay for drinks today as I partied all day.
Yeah, money well spent.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, that's the math, right? 15 matches, 16 to 1. You have to win at least one, otherwise those odds were lying.
Yeah.
No, because there weren't 16 matches.
I don't think that's how that works, because it's 16 of 1. So you take the 1 out of the 16, and that's 15. So you're going to win 1 out of 15.
What's your
As
total?
you explain the math to those gamblers after you won that first one, they're like, wait, this guy's a fucking moron.
Why did you keep betting if you already won the one?
Well, you could have gotten lucky and got another. And even if I lose them all, it's still profit. It's genius.
No.
Gambling's not that hard when you know the math.
Yeah, no. He couldn't stop betting. He won his. He had to bet the rest of it, otherwise they would take the winnings back. He could only win the once.
No, it just means like the next 15 matches I'm going to lose anyway because I already won the one.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I came back like next week, you're still going to lose them. You got to get rid of all those bad matches.
Yeah.
Well, come on, this is an established system, people. It's not
I'm
that
not
complex.
correcting any of this.
It's
This is
not
going
that
on.
complex.
The voice of God will not reason this out. This is your fault. I'm not dealing with it. You just hear booming, this is your problem.
Yeah, ding.
Clark just awakens, instantly casts, what is it, commune, and God just yells at you through him.
Not touching that.
That's a nope. It's a nope for me, dog. Okay, so you guys are going off to try to get work from the horse's head. Mama June?
Yeah, I'll do the same routine for today. Do half and half.
Alright, Adam?
I go, she said more work back at Needle and Scalpel.
Excellent. You want to just get your rolls out of the way, or are you staying all day, or what?
Yeah, I'll stay all day.
Okay, let's get your rolls out of the way then. 12 rolls with advantage. Tell me if you get under 12.
I only need 10.
So you only need 10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, actually, I don't even need 10. Because on 2 of those, I can then...
You just potence into winning?
Yeah.
You have strange predictions, sir. That's a weird way to use your divine, your mystical powers.
My eyeball?
Yeah.
My chest die? Okay, so... Win, and then just go through here. That is 13, so fine. 1 loss. 2 loss. 3 loss.
Hey, that one had a 20.
Yeah, a great critical success, but
Oh, it's with advantage.
Yeah, he's counting the advantage. One of those was 2 ones.
yeah, one of them was a critical miss. I rolled 2. Sorry, he rolled for me 2 ones. So
Why'd you let Nick touch things?
because he was already doing it. All right, so there's 5 of them. 8 is a win. Nine is a loss. With a natural 20. Another loss. Those are 2 11s, so that's another one. I don't get anybody, and I don't know if I'm welcome back. I think I have. Is it half?
Yeah, you trashed 6 potions.
But he got 2 natural 20s.
You had a bad day.
Yeah, I had a bad day.
It's like 2 natural 20s. That first one, yeah, that he had a 50% success rate.
That is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get no money.
Yeah,
However,
I don't push back against it.
you are welcomed back because of past performance and the fact that you were there Sunday and hung out with her.
Yeah.
So she felt bad about firing you about...
I'm like, I might need to take a little time. Something's wrong.
And she like rubs your back and goes, "It's all right. We all have bad days." She's very understanding. It's the kind
Just
of
checking the notes. Like, did I?
It's the kind of kindness and love that you're not used to.
I don't like your digital dice roller. With you literally failed on everything until you started using a digital dice roller, didn't you?
In this campaign, yeah, basically.
He got all the good rolls out of it.
No, I still failed a bunch.
Alright, yeah, so we'll go with your performance, which you just rolled, is
Natural 20.
nicely done.
And go ahead and, yeah.
You got 80 gold.
Nice.
Some high roller just was like sitting in there, loved your music, loved you, gave you 80 gold.
Wunderbar. It's like, thank you. It was lovely playing music for everybody. I'm glad that you enjoyed the performance.
Yes, you absolutely killed it. Very well done. And that's, you're still doing a half day?
Yeah. Before I go, or I suppose I could do it in the area, the place that we're planning on robbing, I just want to see the exterior of the building.
Okay.
So I just want to pass by it so I can look at it.
You wander by and it's a couple minutes walk away from the actual church, and it's kind of a standard blacksmith. It's a fairly large building, 2 stories, with a smithy off to the side, rhythmic tinking of a hammer, and a man singing pretty terribly, but just kind of like a work song. Out and around back, and it's Don's Smithy Solutions
Okay.
is the name of the smithy. And if you look in through the window, it's a lot of higher end pieces with gilding and the like. And then the other side seems to have just like a lot of open crates that are being filled with tools. And there's just like shovels and picks and hammers and a lot of mining style tools.
Large batch blacksmithing stuff.
Are we aware of any mining operations in there?
You are not aware of any.
I'll have to have somebody look into if there's mining in the area or what who he could be selling those tools to.
Foreigner, this place is a big hub.
Yeah. So he's got a bunch of open crates with a bunch of different types of tools, including shovels and mining picks and stuff.
Yeah, he seems to be working pretty fiercely. Looks like most of the order is filled, and he seems to be finishing it up. And there's like almost a wall of crates. And there's a young lady actually inside of the shop portion of the smithy, who's just kind of standing behind the counter. But mostly in there is just like higher end household goods, like your nice silver, your nice teapots, things of that nature, gilded platters, a lot of higher end goods on the inside.
Alright. So, lots of good tableware, silverware, and platters and other home goods.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, there's like big ticket things, like there's a couple plows there that seem to be on display. more so than being sold like things that he's capable of doing.
Yeah, it's like robbing him of the cash probably easy. Robbing of this other stuff could be, traceable. We don't have a fence set up.
You do see on his thing is his sigil for all of the things, like his maker's mark is a D holding with a hammer leaning against it. Seems to be his maker's mark. And if you look at any of the goods, it does have it prominently on there.
Alright.
Can you note down, have Abbott next week work on finding a fence?
I don't know. That might be Spartacus's job.
Yeah, it's
Like,
one of
you
them.
mean like a low fence or like chain link? What kind of?
Like a man who sells stolen goods or buys them at a reduced price and sells them elsewhere, so we don't get caught selling them.
White
but
picket.
he's gonna have a wooden demeanor.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, that might be Spartacus.
For a lot of things, it can be kind of who's available. There's a lot of things that have 1 or 2 or 3 of them that could do it.
There's just like if you pick someone to do something that is not in their specialty, there's a lower percentage chance of success.
But also, a lot of things could be in multiple of their specialties.
Yeah, there's definitely some overlap between those two.
It's like, technically Molly could find a fence.
Yeah.
Spartacus could probably do it. Abbott, I don't know.
Well, it had to do with money, that's why I thought of him.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so I just kind of passed by there as I then leave and go on my way to help people out.
Okay, so you're doing that for about 4 hours.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make a little persuasion roll. Let's see if they increase their liking of you.
I get 20, I think.
It gives you advantage.
I do.
Oh,
Oh no, he has. He uses the enhance ability every time, which he has informed me of previously.
Yeah.
I'm aware
20.
of why he has it.
20.
Okay. You get a bunch of people. You get like some name recognition of like little kids like Mama June as they run around you.
Hello, children. How are you kids doing today?
Have you seen Jep?
I saw him yesterday and a little bit earlier, but not recently. No.
I wonder if he's in the secret place. Yeah, the secret place, and they all run off.
Ah.
Who would have thought the secret place the kids show you is also a secret place to all of the kids?
Yeah, all the kids know about the secret place, or at least these guys do.
Jeb's friends.
They've known him since he was born.
You're younger than me.
They was
I don't think that matters.
I've been there since before you were born.
You know what your name is, Jeb.
You're 5. It's the other way around.
And I remember it so clear.
Literally my first memory.
It's predestined. I have genetic memory from my parents of when you were born. And they named you Jeb.
I feel like once we find his name, it's going to be worse.
Assumably he knows it and then, still trying to get rid of Jeb.
I mean, it's so much fun for me.
Having this little backstory that we don't know and is
there's a horrendous amount of backstory for this stupid little character. So
Well, we
I'm
love
kind
Jeb,
of
yeah.
I'm kind of like, this may or may not pay off. Who knows?
I don't know. They seem to at least be biting on it, so...
That sort of stuff's important.
Mm-hmm. So me and Gato?
Oh yeah, you and Gato. I forgot we were playing a game.
Just went off somewhere else.
I'm just saying it takes a special level of skill to make your previous DM facepalm when he's a player in your game.
You're a skillful man, Bob. I can appreciate it.
I was afraid you couldn't see what I was doing there. Your glasses were off.
Don't make a spectacle of this.
You're just feeding the fire.
After all, 4 eyes is forewarned.
Mm.
I like how you're framing him for all this.
Okay, so Nick and Gato. Okay, so you get to the
Horse's head.
yeah, you get to the horse's head.
Yeet.
All right, so this is more of a Gato thing. So what do you guys do once you walk in?
This is morning for us, right?
Yes, you just finished breakfast. You're there at like 9.
Well, hey,
He just puts a beer in front of you.
there you go. I love it.
You walk in, hi. He puts your beer or your.
Whatever. I can drink whatever I want. I'm an adult.
I'm an adult. I just want to go buy a birthday cake.
He's drinking coffee.
I sit next to him and was like, nod to the bartender.
He looks at you. Like, hey, what do you want?
I was asking Gato to introduce me to the boss. I'm in the same line of work as him
I mean,
and would like to see about employment.
yeah, he recently tried to rig a fight.
I
And,
successfully rigged that fight.
How many more fights you doing?
None currently, but I did rig that one, and the people were none the wiser.
Well,
But
I mean,
I can't do that anymore, so I need another line of work of hitting people with a big maul or biting them.
I know he can fight, and I know he's not afraid of rough stuff. Anything else, that's up to everyone else. That's above my pay grade.
The bartender goes, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Puts his cup down, and he's like, I'll be back, and he walks off.
What's the name of their gang?
The horse's head.
We agreed no horse motifs on our gang if we just get absorbed into theirs.
No, we're not, we absorbed them.
I don't know, it's starting to look the other way around.
We just all join in.
Molly's gonna be so sad.
If we all join their gang, do I get a level for every area they control?
You do not, as you are a low-level gang member.
I'm fine with that.
I'm pretty sure it would just, like, end the premise of the campaign.
and then we all got day jobs.
Well, that's why
I
I'm
already have a day job.
Yeah, it would be epilogue if you all get day jobs.
Because of the
that's
city,
why I
we
decided.
reform our criminal past,
Yeah.
become upstanding, semi-upstanding members of society.
Yeah, it's like I lost my current day job. Now I have to go more illegal. If anything, it at least pays better from the small times we've seen Gato's coin pouch.
What are you talking about? He never has money.
And to be clear, I'm very good at my job.
Yes.
About half hour. He walks out about 10 minutes later. About an hour and a half later,
Mm-hmm.
the bartender looks up and then just goes, go back behind the curtain.
Head on back.
There's a man just sitting there going, so, you think you can just walk into the bar and join up?
Well, that is, from my understanding, exactly how Gato did it. So I figured at least I have a reference.
Fair. Gato's special, though.
Isn't he?
If he wasn't, like, an absolute savant of violence, I don't know how to deal with him. The man follows orders.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yes. Probably better than Gato.
All right. You can come back in a couple days. I'll have something for you.
Okay. Go back out. Just like sit down and order a beer. Well, Mead.
Yeah, he gets a couple free drinks.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to pay for beer.
Yeah, it's like, I'll pay for mead. Well, first I'll pay for coffee and whatever bar snacks they have.
Yeah, so coffee is like 5 copper,
Mm-hmm.
which is shocking to you that it is so cheap.
Yes.
It's the joys of being in a port city. That, like, a lot of luxuries that you're not used to seeing, like, outside of a lot, they're relatively affordable.
Yeah, I'll end up going through like 2 coffees before I move on to alcohol later in the day. And then I'll spend another silver on any food they have.
Okay.
Just split between me and Gato.
They bring you out deep-fried pig skins.
Nice.
And like, it looks like a small little deep-fried nugget, and it's just unbelievably spicy. It's not even very good. It's very spicy, very salty, clearly designed to make you drink more.
Yeah. It's like, every once in a while I'll go back to them because even if they're not very good, I'm hoping they're at least a little more-ish. It's like, these aren't good, but I just keep eating them.
They are relatively good at that.
Yeah. Yeah. Then I'll break another 2 gold over the rest of the day.
Okay, so you and Gato drink for the rest of the day.
More or less. Sometime around the afternoonish, I'll ask about needing some new tools.
But like what kind?
The kind for thieving.
You look around and just say normal thieving.
Yeah, I'm looking to do a little B&E.
What do those toolkits even cost?
25.
Okay. Yeah, he goes, give me 30 gold, I'll get you one.
30 gold. Sounds like a lot.
Ooh. You ain't gotta look for it. You sit right here at this bar and drink and I'll get you one.
Ooh, that's a lot of my money.
It's a yes or no. I know it's not a lot of your money. You
It's
do this
not.
literally every time.
I'm just over here popping those things, smiling.
Out to you that eventually it'll be true, and it could be right now.
It's not.
I'll pay you 30.
He literally reaches through the bar and hands you one. And takes 5 gold, puts it in his pocket, and the rest of the money he puts in the thing. He does, however, give you another free drink.
Well, we'll have to be happy with that then.
Yeah. Once evening comes around, I'll say bye to Gato. It's like, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And to any of the other patrons I've met over the day.
Are you, like, gregarious, or...?
Mm-hmm. Making friends.
Okay. Gato is, like, just sitting there, not talking to anyone.
Yeah.
You meet
We do the same thing, except I do it the exact opposite way.
You meet a guy named Klaus. He definitely doesn't have any other nicknames. So yeah, you meet a couple people that have the medallions and stuff like that, and they're usually sit next to Gato and don't. You know, they're interested to see where you're going, but they're a wee bit elitist because you're not in the gang yet.
Understandable. I'm not in my suit, so.
Met them on, you're not even your best foot forward. What a shame.
So yeah, I head on over to the Ragged Pony to chat with old guys.
Okay. Everyone else has already had their day, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So you're at the Ragged Pony.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I just hang out with the old guys, talk about their day, bring up like the union stuff and their boss.
So you walk in and they do not appear to be there.
Well, I go over to their area and see if anyone wants to play dice. or king or dragon chest.
You get a couple takers.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll.
So you
Playing for money in a bar?
No,
Yeah,
he's not
no.
playing for money. He's just playing.
Yeah. Which one do they do? It doesn't matter. I have proficiency in those.
Yeah.
No other
Well,
stat with it.
It's proficiency. It's a toolkit.
Okay. So 2. So 18.
Okay. You and your opponent battle back and forth a couple times, but pretty sure you've got a lock on him. You know exactly where, and you lost.
Very close, like 19 or something.
Yeah, he'll play with you again.
Yeah. So yeah, just spend the
you
evening.
just spend the evening.
Being gregarious here too, meeting new people.
Yeah, you just spend your evening. This guy does in fact work for the union. However, he enjoys his job.
Yeah.
What a loser.
He's almost at retirement. The pension seems to be going well.
Well, that's good. It's like at least the pension's doing well.
There's
There's other-
get information about who the boss.
Yeah. It's like any information I can get out of him talking about that. It's like I'm new to town. It's like when I first got here,
You're
I
looking
didn't
for
want.
the leader of the union.
Oh,
Is what you're asking about? Like, what exactly are you asking about?
I talked about the other old guys who they didn't like what the leadership was, what direction they're taking the union in. So I wanted to know more about
old
the
timers
boss.
always whine about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the boss or the union leader, they are different people.
Oh, then the union leader, I would assume he makes policy.
Well, he makes union policy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not the actual owner of. So unions, the union is the group of people who negotiate the contract with the company. The boss is the company. The union has its own leader.
Oh yeah. So I would definitely want to know about the union leader. He's making policy for the union. The individual contracts out to bosses is different.
Okay. So the union leader, he talks about. I mean, he negotiates our contracts real well. His name is.
As we all looked around, it's like
Yeah, just are you ready, Ryan? His name is Bennett. Bennett Jorgensen, and he's just a little gnomish feller, but real spitfire. Gets us pretty good deals on contracts and pensions and all that. I mean, he's been in the job for going on 15 years now.
as the union boss or the union leader, or just in the union for 15 years.
As a union leader.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. It was like, what? Yeah, just chat about him and the other policies I can remember the old guys talking about that they didn't like, or stuff like that. But
they were mainly complaining about things like they couldn't drink at work anymore. Like you weren't allowed to go out and have a beer at lunch. Like you can't come into work drunk. They were literally just old and cantankerous and complaining that things ain't what they used to be.
I used to be able to do this job sloshed. I got my work done. That was what you were expected to do.
Yeah, I mean, back in my day, when your men were men, they were literally complaining about the gradual progress of time. Is what you're was what this guy's giving you the impression of.
Ah.
How
So
you
there's stricter rules in the union now. Take it or just
There
in
are
general.
rules.
Ah, gotcha.
And it got negotiated in the contract. You think I'm going to take a pay cut so that I can drink? I don't think so.
Yeah, I can
Do
see
that
some-
when I'm off work.
I mean, if I could drink while I was working, I'd take a pay cut.
You do drink when you're working.
And that's
In fact-
functionally a pay cut.
In fact, they pay you to drink. They give you 2 free
Yeah,
ones
you get free drinks.
every day. So yeah, that's how
I
spend
took
my
a
evening
pay cut.
chatting
You
with
got
us.
arrested.
So yeah, that's how I finish up my day. Then head on back.
All right. So everyone's home. You see Jhank stagger in whilst you're sitting at your window.
Nice.
Gato, you staying out super late doing anything besides just hanging out and
Just
drinking?
hanging out.
All right.
Seeing for jobs.
All right. Stug Berlin, cuddle up with Abbott.
The cutest little teddy bear.
Now I'm thinking to spend my own money to get him like a button-up onesies with a hood and that little feety pajamas. Make him a koala bear.
Now you gotta wear this all the time now. It's
At
important.
least to bed.
It's important.
I'm not in your room to tell you not to, but I do not feel that is appropriate at the workplace, even at the criminal workplace.
He doesn't have to. He can always get his own room.
And remember, if Evan has a problem, he can always say, Evan, do you have a problem?
I was just like over there cowering.
No. See? Exactly.
See, he's fine. You pat his head and he's just like... Okay, so next morning is Tuesday. As you all gather in what's basically you are now doing almost private dining.
Mm-hmm.
They like have a room kind of set aside for you because since Mama June's been doing all of her
Morning performances?
morning performances, you guys get access to the private dining room, and
Nice.
Jeff comes in and brings you all of your food, and whilst everyone's sitting down, a large form comes over you and just puts a parcel in front of you.
Peel it open, smell that fresh, clean clothes smell.
It's not only been cleaned, it's been completely repaired. And as you try it on, you notice it's been slightly tailored to fit you better.
Without you being there, that's astonishing.
Because he looks at you and he knows you're the son. You can just tell.
And,
I assume he has his own recording crystal to do that or something.
and that being said, after that, you hear little pattering, and Molly hops up,
Molly?
With a-
takes off her hat with the large feather, and is just wearing a resplendent pink with pearl button zoot suit.
Oh, yeah.
She's like,
I stand there, I'll strike a performance pose with her. You know, be able
yeah,
to...
hats.
hats, put my hand out, flip my frill, have the hat land in my hand. Yeah.
She puts hers back on. And Spartacus reaches over and goes, not at the table. Takes her hat off.
Yeah.
Yeah, take your head off and we'll go ahead and say our morning prayer.
I guess we're doing that now.
We all just look at you.
Or they could look at the other three of us. Yep, we're doing that.
Breaking.
Everyone starts eating, and you and Abbott are just very devoutly praying.
Yeah.
Right for us.
And I guess we'll start off our next session with more planning.
Because we're at Wednesday morning?
Tuesday.
Tuesday morning.
Oh.
Yes.
Just burning time till we wreck that place.
Yep, pretty much. So thank you guys for joining. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh, and in the comments, I want to know, what's your favorite color? Thanks for joining us. Bye.